right. Why are we starting the podcast off with Mr. Ricky?
Oh, so
What was in the comment section?
not in the comment section. I was like curious because we've had the first time we got like 30 or 50 views or whatever it was, but we advertised it a lot. Then the next one got like 30, and then this one got like 28 or 26, something like that.
Those are W's.
W's, right?
Yeah.
Like we
Solid.
have 10
I'm
subs,
serious.
half of them are me. I didn't think that many people would come
I am
over.
one sub. I'm one sub.
So I was genuinely curious. I was like, well. That's cool and all, but as long as you click the video, you pretty much get a view.
Okay.
So I wonder what our watch time is. Like, if these people, my thought earlier today was if these people are coming out of their way to watch this, all 20 of them, they're probably actually watching it.
Can we do higher or lower?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go.
Wait, are you doing average or total for the last episode?
Just
or
like
actually
average,
all?
like average.
Yeah.
So I say the average viewer viewed 45 seconds.
Oh, see, I was going to shoot low, too. I was going to say like a minute.
Nah, it's not a minute. There's no way.
I don't even think I watched it.
I don't think I will.
Yeah!
What was
Minute and 22 seconds.
Yeah!
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah.
An average watch time of 1.9. Yes, sir.
Do you
So
want,
if you've made it this far, you've probably already broken the average. So shout out to you.
we're just I always find it so ironic because honestly, majority of our time, the best of our content is around at the 1 hour mark. Not always,
We really do get into it there.
but actually maybe
Usually, yeah.
maybe like the 45-minute mark. Not always. Sometimes it's like we'll end it because it's just not doing good. But I say,
these last few ones have been pretty spicy.
yeah, I feel like they've been pretty spicy around the 45-minute mark.
Yeah, so I recommend you go watch the end of our videos because that's probably where the
Maybe
good
just-
content
Or
will
just skip, yeah.
Just-
we weren't our feelings. Just
Honestly-
skip to minute 45.
Yeah, honestly, skip it halfway through it. 30 minutes in. That's reasonable.
be. Yeah, 30 minutes fair.
Dude, I've done that with a lot of podcasts before. Just we're like, I don't like this topic. Change.
Meh.
Dude, those are usually like longer podcasts. It's like 2-hour podcasts.
94% of our viewers are indeed not subscribed.
Oof.
We're playing under 100.
But doesn't that assume that YouTube has recommended us, which is
You can
Interesting,
You can
right?
see that. You can see if we've been recommended or not. I don't know if we're getting enough traffic.
I don't think. Browse features 12%.
There we go. 9%. Look, I wonder if Cole, if you're
what's
Director unknown means they clicked the link.
So like 9% of 20 is like 2 people. So
yeah.
the math works. That's
Yeah.
probably terribly wrong.
Oh well, we digress. Welcome to the Simple Minded Podcast.
That one person's still there.
Yeah, if you're still here, we appreciate you.
One day we'll make it big, and then you can say when you meet us in person, "Hey, I was that one person
Yeah,
that was listening
go
past the
comment
minute
right now.
22 seconds."
Go comment.
They
We'll make
probably
sure-
don't have a YouTube account.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we could remember this one comment.
And do like 10 years from now,
We could give
Mr. Beast-
$10,000.
Mr. Beast it. 5 years ago, in some random kid's basement, we did a podcast, and this loser commented, "Y'all suck." Or it was like T Wizzle commented, "Y'all suck." Well, it just so happens that we know T Wizzle's mom, so we flew about to to the Middle East.
What's this?
Alright.
Ricky's not feeling the best.
Marlon
no way.
Marlon has
Mono.
mono, so this is probably
Yes,
gonna be a short
that's-
podcast anyway. He's troopering through it. He really doesn't want to eat that weed gummy at the end of the year.
We're doing pretty good. We haven't missed one since we said that.
No, we really haven't. We've done pretty
So we
solid.
still have what? We still have 10 left we can miss.
Yeah, that was the rule, right? We could miss 10.
We can miss 10 because I think we were at. We gave
The
ourselves
rule
like 2
isn't that
freebies.
I'm not here. The rule
The
is that
podcast doesn't go up,
the podcast doesn't go up like at all. Like,
which
we
could
miss a
also
week.
not be. Maybe we do it and it's an editing error. Like that counts too.
Yep.
The rule was the podcast doesn't get posted.
Of course, we do have some podcasts on standby if we really needed to.
Yeah.
We have some
From
old ones.
October 2021
Ah man.
before Colorado, we have like 2 or 3 that
Yeah.
sort of kind of. And then we also have one from Colorado the first time.
I thought that one went bad, or was it so bad
It
that
was really bad. We were so
It was really
tired.
bad. I think one of the files got corrupted, but I'm pretty sure I still have some of it.
I wouldn't mind just having that on a flash drive somewhere. just
always keep it in your put it on your keychain.
yeah, just like it sounds like
No, what you need is the Pigeon Forge footage on the keychain.
No, that's incriminating.
I'm still way too young. So people don't know. We went to Pigeon Forge trip, which is just like a place near where we live.
Everybody knows where Pigeon Forge
No,
is.
that's not true.
That is true because it is the most visited national park in the national park system.
I bet you're right. But every time I've mentioned it to people, all the time at my college, not a single one knows what I'm talking about.
Did you say Smoky Mountains or Pigeon Forge?
Say Pigeon Forge.
They might not know where Pigeon Forge is. I
Yeah,
bet they
but
know
that's my next thing. It's like the Smoky Mountains. We're like, yo, yeah, bro. I was like, yeah.
Same thing.
Same
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyways, so we go to Smoky Mountains and we rented a cabin and we had a hot tub, a bunch of beer,
and then
bunch of
cocaine started
people.
flowing.
and we just had a really good time. I ended up recording 90% of the night, which is what we're referring to.
Very monologue, Project X style.
Yeah. I think Hunter just kind of like handed me the camera in the beginning of the night, so like Marlon just record, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
then
do
he
that.
handed it to Obbs, and it was all downhill from there.
I didn't hand it to Obbs. I handed it to Landon. Landon had it for a while. And he did a good job.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Landon
It's like
did a
20
horrible
minutes of him
job.
staring into the camera.
But that's
The
like,
other four of us walking in on me. So,
but you understand, that was literally at the end of the night. I was at the end of the night. I was sick and tired of holding that camera, because I can't play 40 hands. If I got both one hand with the camera.
See, I want to back it up, but I'm scared to put it like on the cloud.
It's not that bad, is it?
I mean,
don't-
there's nothing
I
illegal in it.
No,
I remember a lot of like dumb
Yeah.
things.
It's just dumb.
like
when it's on the
Much-
cloud, it's always on the cloud. So
yeah, it's true. I don't think you put it on the crowd.
I think you should bring it over, plug it into the TV. It's not plugged into the internet, and we can watch it. It'll be
Yeah,
alright.
no, it's just like it's a drunken rage.
We still gotta film an intro though.
No,
So
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna go
alright.
back and I'm gonna cut it and make it into like a film, not just loose footage.
I
I'm
think-
gonna make it into a film.
I think it's only right. So we planned on like we recorded. It's like, oh, we'll watch this again in
Mhm.
10 years
I
or
don't know.
so.
I'm pretty sure it's
it's
agreed upon that it'll be a long time before this
Yeah,
comes to
and
light.
like Hunter's been like, or someone's been like, I think it might have been Landon, who's like, let's rewatch it. I'm like, no.
I've said it as a joke.
Yeah,
too,
but
a
like-
lot.
You're the only one that's seen it.
I'm the only one that's actually seen it.
Yeah,
You watch all of it.
Oh well, I mean, there's like
hit the high
30-minute clip, and I would watch some of it, and then I'd be like, all right, this is pointless. So I would scrub so I can still see what's happening, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, I need to rewatch this part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched the majority.
I think it's
of
only
it.
right that I do the intro, because you understand
Marlon,
majority
you're monologuing
No,
for
I've
7
already-
hours
majority
straight.
of it is
It
me,
you.
is
yes.
it not?
So the whole thing, I've already got this vision down. I just when I take the time to do it, it's when it's going to happen.
Okay.
But basically, my vision is that it's almost like a
Me
Project X or
graduating, me
documentary
as a
style,
kid.
and because you are the main character essentially, right?
Yeah, I held the
That
camera.
you would be. I mean, this is very hypothetical. It depends how the storyline goes. But like you said, have a kid, or maybe you're strumming, you're cleaning your house one day or something. We got you sweeping, and you knock
yeah.
over a VHS that has dust on it, or a CD. I don't know, like
No, it'd
just
be
for the
funny-
sake of making
be
it old
funny.
school.
No, we like, I think this is a good idea, but I'm cleaning my attic and I get a box that says the 80s on it. And I got it open. There's like a Rubik's Cube and like ET on it. And I pick one up and it says like the Pigeon Forge strip, 1988 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, but that's my favorite. And then he plugs it into a TV.
And there she
Starts
went.
playing. Yeah,
Sheesh.
but you're right. 5-10 years from now.
Yeah. Well, not 5. Let's go 10. I don't want to see him 5.
I want to have like 4 more.
What did you said something really good one day about it? You said something along the lines of, "I don't want to see it till new Marlon can be like that was old Marlon."
Yeah, that's
like
what I
till
mean.
you're recognizably like that was a different version of me.
So like
I was
5
like,
years.
that's-
So
I like
5
that.
years. I'm gonna say how old I was when we did this. For like 5 years, could be now. Be like, I'm different, but I'm definitely the like. It's enough being like, yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, back when I was young.
Yeah,
back when
yeah.
I was
Yeah, I did
in
that.
that phase of life.
Yeah, but like I want to be like, that is a different me.
Yeah.
That is a different.
Which I
it's a-
was like, that's
a-
pretty good.
That's just a different person.
Yeah.
we started doing that on a lot of trips, but
What? Recording and not showing light?
I mean, just documenting everything.
Yeah.
But we've done a bad job of. We have something from almost every trip, but it's not much.
Do we get anything less Colorado trip?
We did.
You did.
If any,
You got a lot. You got like 30 minutes into an hour.
oh,
It was
I,
it was
I
one
have
night.
stuff. I have stuff on my phone. From,
Yeah, we have stuff on our phones too.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have Polaroids.
I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Maybe we could just do like a montage. type
Man,
stuff.
I got something delivered to the Airbnb in Colorado.
That was pretty sick.
Sheesh.
What are you rolling your eyes for, Ricky?
It happened, did it not?
But you got something like delivered to the Airbnb.
You didn't know? You missed that whole conversation?
Yeah, no, you
A
delivered.
company wanted some products.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about
We're
that.
like,
yeah.
we're gonna be in Colorado, and they're like, "Cool, what's your address?" And got an airdrop to the Airbnb.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a big deal. They just shipped it to your Airbnb.
That's awesome, though. How many people? How many people
Oh,
do you
yeah.
know that have had that happen?
That's
to
true. That's true. But
Two.
like,
Marlon's just numb to it at this point. We're just,
yeah, but like,
we're just
just
out
like,
here.
we're just like saying, oh, it won't be the apartment will be at this Airbnb at these dates. I'm like, all right, cool, we're just sending them. Like, I don't see a big difference between sending the Airbnb versus your house.
Because they needed it.
It was that important.
They needed it while we were at the Airbnb.
They wanted us that bad.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm.
It wasn't like we're going to be at the Airbnb.
And it cost them a ton of extra money. We weren't on some remote island.
No, but it was like the fact that, hey, we need this done by
they really wanted you to have it.
Sunday. We're going to be at an Airbnb from Wednesday to Sunday.
Cool, overnight it.
We'll overnight to your Airbnb instead of waiting until you get back here.
That's true. It was there. It was there when you got here, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. It's a cool
It's
shirt.
just a cool
by the way.
concept.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a cool shirt, too.
Gosh, I remember doing. This is. I don't know why this matters, but like I remember doing homework during that trip. I had like one homework to do because he didn't.
I remember
Because
that.
I remember asking him too. I was like, hey, I need every homework that you're planning on giving for the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
I was like, I need all of it.
Would you do that again?
And
No hesitation. Yeah.
and like majority of my professors was like, Marlon, the homework was posted on the syllabus. I was like, cool.
Give it.
And I'll be like, all right, can you send it to me? Like, yeah, I don't care, man. But this one was like, well, the homework comes up when it comes up, and so like it would come up on Monday and be due like Wednesday or Friday. And I was like, can you just like
Give it to
can
me.
you just give it to me now so I can do it? Like I already read the chapter that I'm gonna miss in class. Can you just give me the homework so I can do it? He's like, no.
Don't you hate people like
Yeah,
that?
I was like, I'm not gonna be talking to anybody. I'm gonna be literally hundreds of thousands of miles away. I'm not like this isn't like an honor code thing where I get the 3 homework problems
Yeah,
earlier,
it's
a week
funny.
earlier than anyone else.
It's a strong case of him being over, I guess over. He's taking his class too seriously.
But at what point, like, how do you classify that? Is he
Because-
taking his class too seriously, or are you not taking it seriously enough?
No, he's taking it too seriously.
He's
By
taking it serious.
your judgment.
Because well,
by the grand scheme of the rest of your life, he is taking it too seriously.
yeah, I think it's because especially since like
It's one homework.
I was going.
Let him have
First of all, it was like one homework, and also I was going above and beyond. Like at that point, I was like incredibly ahead of the class. I had like done everything. I was pretty knowledgeable like on the topics. Like I think on that topics that test, I got like a 90 on it, which is like super high for that class. Ugh, I hate that class.
What?
And he just wouldn't. He just wouldn't give me the homework. Why can't you just?
Well, I mean, it happens way too often. We over prioritize and overcomplicate so much stuff.
That doesn't need to be over.
That doesn't need to be worried about.
So
that.
why do you think he thought it needed? Because you're saying that, and regardless, in your head, that's what you believe.
Do you know why?
But
do
to
you
him,
think,
he believes something different.
do you know why I think he didn't send it? Because he had no idea what the homework was yet.
Yeah, that's it's a good possibility
Because
too.
the homework were just book questions, and I 100% believe like he was a cool guy. I was almost taken back on the fact that he wouldn't give me the homework early. I was like, "You don't give me the homework?" He's like, "No, I'm not giving you the homework." I was like, "I bet he doesn't know what homework he's giving yet."
That might be the reason.
Solid.
Because like it wasn't like set in stone. It was like like how some classes are like set in stone. Like this happens, this happens. Other classes like it's up to the professor.
We didn't
Like,
get there.
Like some
We
are,
talked too much today.
yeah, like some are like dean department things. like ESM stuff, like statics, how things move. That was like on a very linear track.
Very structured. Yeah.
Yes, a test on this date, a test on this date. So classes were like, all right, well, we're behind, so we'll take. You know what? There's no test 3. some are like that. Just depends on the class, and that was one of those classes.
And those are the enjoyable classes.
Usually, yeah, I enjoyed it.
See, I learned so much more in the classes I enjoyed that were like that than the classes that just like shoved crap down your throat. And,
and like
stressed you out.
I remember like a professor I had who had a class on an on rails class, as I would call him. He hated it because he couldn't teach.
Yeah,
because he'd be like, I would want to talk about this, and this would help you learn this topic, but it's not on the syllabus, so
we can't do it.
We can't.
We have to get that accreditation.
And he just
shout out politics.
And he moved on, and I was like, oh, that's lame, but it's whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. But like I was like 3 weeks ahead, like in all of engineering classes. I was so ahead. I did so much homework. Like it sucked. It sucked so much.
Did you also do way better on like all your tests when you came back?
I did. I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Would you accredit that to
the weed?
No, I didn't know anything. But I don't know. That's a great question, and that's what I was thinking. It's like I did so much better on every test I took before and after the Colorado trip. Because I took tests before the Colorado trip too. Like I took like one test. Like all right, I did test 2 days Colorado trip, and I did one other test. We got back to Colorado on Monday. Test Wednesday. And I did like the best I've ever did on like that test. It was like an 89.
I love traveling.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I had COVID too. That was brutal. I felt horrible. Y'all made me.
Yeah, how do you always get sick?
I don't know.
Like
me?
No, he never gets sick, but the second we go somewhere, sick.
Instantaneous.
Instantaneous.
I usually never get sick.
How are you gonna make it through a 2-week European trip?
I have no idea.
You're gonna be dead.
I did. I got sick at
Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
Pigeon Forge.
But what you
Colorado.
weren't you
Colorado.
like you weren't sick at Pigeon Forge? You were like
it happens.
He was sick.
Regardless of how he gets sick, he gets sick.
That's true. First Colorado was hilarious. I remember
that night was a good one.
So
though.
we got exceptionally on the wire. Well, that's not the correct word. Tipsy. On the wire would be a different
thing. I feel like that's a different thing.
That's a whole different thing. I'm really sick with motto.
we were know what on the wire means.
You think about it for a second. It'd be like doing acid or like stuff like that.
Okay.
Being wire.
No. What?
No. I'm just sorry, mono. We got super drunk, and I remember waking up next morning like, gosh, my head kind of hurts. Well, I guess it's what the price I pay. I get up there. It's not even that. I see Elliot's like feet hanging. All right, so there's steps on the end of the steps. There's a bathroom on your left, on your right. It's like the main area. And everything.
I was probably leaning up against the wall or something.
No, it was. I always see like I'm like walking up the steps. And I can see Elliot's feet hanging out from the bathroom. It's like that's interesting. Look at Elliot, who's like passed out. Go. And I walked to Hunter. Hunter's like, Elliot's dead. And the whole morning, Elliot's just throwing up nothing.
That's the worst part.
I need a smoothie. Where's the smoothies at?
The single dumbest thing I think we ever did was
the worst thing was Skippy's most mid coffee I've ever had.
Okay, Skippy can't make a cup of coffee.
And the worst thing is he's like, Marlon, is this coffee bad? We're like,
yeah.
He's like, I knew it. I knew the coffee was bad. Why do y'all tell me?
Yeah.
So true.
He was like, listen, I know it's bad, man. Like,
gosh, I think
he's done it but
he's gotten better.
He's underdone it and he's overdone it.
He's messed up the ratio.
I don't believe you can overdo it.
I think he's overdone it because if you're not used to the taste, it just tastes different if you overdo it.
It depends on the person, but
motor oil every single day.
But that first Colorado was mostly water.
Yeah.
That's called old people coffee.
Yeah, that is. My grandparents do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, straight water.
Huh. That's interesting.
Old Richard.
Yeah, like a 15-ounce cup, you can see the bottom.
Keurig coffee.
Oh yeah, Keurig coffee.
Pretty much.
Tea, bad tea.
Bad tea. That's great. I was about to fight you on that. There's some good tea out there.
No, I'm just saying. Like
but bad tea.
No, where
you see
it's
the
like
bottom.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot.
Did you like my tea? Did you make it right?
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, I don't really
you put
care
honey
that
in
much
it?
for tea. No.
I like his tea.
You
I
gotta
like
do
your
it
tea.
right. You gotta make it.
I
So you
think
gotta
hot tea's fine if I'm feeling like sick or like I need a little something. I
Hot
don't
tea.
really love the taste of it, but
you gotta let it set. Like I think
It's
it's
a lot of
annoying.
work.
then it's not hot. I don't understand. You're
See,
like
that's what I was getting
you're
at.
like bake it in the microwave for 2 minutes, then come back 3 Thursdays from now and it'll be steeped perfectly.
So that's the thing is,
Facts.
it's a lot. It's a lot of practice on knowing when to come back and get your tea. Because if you let it brew too late, then it's cold.
Yeah.
But if you get it up too early, it's just hot water.
Yeah.
You have to get it in the right moment. I've gotten pretty good at it. Of like, 'cause, I've made this tea for like 2 years, 3 years now, where I just get out the exact moment I can drink it and I can taste tea and it's hot enough for me to
You
drink.
put sugar in it?
If I do, just barely. I put like a half a thing of stevia.
Mm.
Sometimes a whole thing. Yeah, half a thing of stevia.
Sometimes. Yeah.
It's just like it's just a little extra.
Man, I haven't had tea in a long time. Tea reminds me of like grandma's house.
Yeah, me too. That's the only place we ever had it, really.
Yeah. It's just so much work.
It is.
Yeah.
Compared to coffee.
How?
Do you not remember just our conversation we just had about letting it brew for the correct amount of time and getting it?
You gotta
Yeah,
think
but it's like 5 minutes.
It's like 5 minutes for 1 cup of tea. It
That's
takes
true,
me
5
And
minutes for a
you
whole
have to
cup.
think about it too. You have to think
you
about.
have to think about it. You have to put effort into making it. So like coffee, you don't have to put effort into making.
You have to count your scoops.
You count your scoops.
Yeah, in general. Depending on how much I'm making.
I gotta be honest.
You're not counting.
I
depending
have
on
never
I don't
made-
make a full
I'll
pot
be
every
honest,
morning.
I have never made coffee.
I've never counted my scoops.
I've never made. I count them when I make a full one.
No,
Because in the morning.
I just fill that sucker up.
Yeah, you make a
Yeah,
completely
that's 'cause
full
you do
pot,
it.
though.
You do that like by yourself. You fill that shit up like full of like coffee up by
And you
yourself.
make an entire pot.
I make 8 cups.
I make 4.5.
Really? That's
I mean,
barely
I
2
drink
cups of
more
coffee.
than when I get at work. But I don't waste
You get
my
work-
coffee.
All right. Do you get work coffee?
Yeah.
Do you
free.
like? Do you?
No, it's gross, but it's free.
Okay, I was about to say like
It's free or 20 cents at my
I
house.
was going to ask
At-
you guys. Do you
at
guys
my-
like work coffee?
At my company, we had free coffee. Basically, what it is, like, if you had coffee, you meant to put in $1 because it was not the company didn't pay for it.
Really? Your company doesn't pay for coffee?
It wasn't that. The company's not that big.
Stomach?
It's like it was all donations based. Like I think the coffee maker was theirs, but like the coffee itself, no. It wasn't. It wasn't like
Sheesh.
not
You
like
need
a.
to call like the union rep on that one.
When I say like $1 per cup, I think I was explained. If you get 4 cups of coffee, 2 days in like 4 days in a row.
Just put a little something.
Yeah, it's
in
like
it.
just like put like $1 in or something, or like 4 quarters. Like it's,
$1 for a cup? That's highway
no,
robbery.
but like for I'm saying you get 4 cups for 4 days straight. You don't put $1. But if you get like a cup one day, you're really tired. Don't even worry about it. But like it was that, and I was like, I got some coffee one time, and I was like, this coffee sucks. Because I'm pretty
Why is it
sure.
so bad?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure majority of it actually went into creamer. They used that money to buy creamer. Actually, I think.
Speaking of coffee, I put something on the list that's a hot topic
To defend.
because I know you guys would probably disagree, but I said that hot coffee tastes better on a really hot morning.
I don't understand that.
That's weird.
That's like saying like, oh gosh.
It's like saying ice cream tastes good here in the middle of a blizzard.
Well, I'm not gonna say no to that.
I'm not gonna say no to hot coffee on the morning.
So,
But
I
like,
was just thinking back, right? And so the other morning I went outside and it was probably 65 degrees or something. It wasn't crazy hot, but I went outside and it was just so enjoyable that I could go outside and drink my coffee without having to
Was that last
get up and
Saturday?
get ready. Yeah.
When I called
Like
you.
I didn't have to get up and put 7 layers on, like shower. Like I didn't have to do all sorts of stuff to
Right.
prepare myself to walk outsdside.
Walked outside.
I could barefoot
butt-ass
outside. don't tell the HOA. But I
been
could
waiting
sit my
for that
coffee.
Russian girl to walk out anytime.
Yeah. But then it made me think back, And I think by far, which it could be a little biased, but the best coffee I've ever had.
Say the Dominican, I'll punch you square in the face.
Oh, it's the Dominican or Haiti. One, because it was fresh coffee. But
it probably
like,
was fresh coffee.
No. Like I watched them pick the bean and grind it in the morning.
Elliot, you're saying I could taste the sweat of the little kids' hands on the coffee bean still.
No, it wasn't. It was stuff.
They were adult. They were preteen at best.
We didn't
buy
it
salty.
from the store. This was from the actual thing. But it being so warm in the morning, actually, I wouldn't say so warm. I wouldn't say it's on a 80, 90 degree morning in Death Valley, but somewhere it's like 75 degrees and like the sun's just coming up and there's that morning breeze. A cup of coffee and like some fresh fruit is the most appetizing thing.
Wait, are we
like
talking
lukewarm.
60 or 80?
I said 70, 75. Once you start getting like 80, 90, then probably not. I might have to disagree there.
That's
But
what
I
I'm
think coffee, like just being able to go outside, be a beautiful 70 degrees, the sun's coming up, it's a golden hour with that like breeze blowing is way better than drinking coffee when it's cold.
See, I was trying to think of
Because
like
I have to go outside.
the best coffee I've ever had. The majority of the time, it's like Dunkin' or whatever donuts that our parents get, Elliot, during like Christmas and stuff.
Oh,
And it's like
Specialty bags?
yeah, something like that.
Pretty good.
And
I can't notice a very big difference.
I can't either. When you start switching like the bags or brands.
I usually can't either, but I was getting to it of like right after like Christmas coffee, like when like all the kids been running around, you know, you're winding down, and that cup of coffee is just
Christmas Eve coffee does smack.
it's just. I don't know if it's just like maybe it's just like an us thing, but you know, like you're with your family, you're having Christmas dinner or whatever it is.
Yeah, almost like a dessert coffee.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I love
dessert coffee. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
It's called Snooze Fest. That's
Ooh.
what it's called.
And like it could be like double espresso. You can sip it out. You still knock out.
I do that anyways. Coffee gives me. I've been thinking about going decaf just because it gives me. Coffee gives
one
me
of those
no
people.
boost at all.
As someone who went no caffeine for literally half a year.
To a Celsius addict.
No.
Marlon said, no, I'm not an addict.
I only
Based on predetermined terms.
I'm an addict. You remember?
Yeah.
But Bob
okay.
Bob Saget.
Well, you didn't pay me for those.
Shut up. I did pay you for those. It's like 3. Yeah.
I was
Anyways.
just kidding.
Anyways. It was. I went for like 7 months without caffeine. Then I had a Mountain Dew.
Is that at my place?
No, I took them home. Shoot fire. You wind up. Like you always think it's like, oh, I'm hooped up a Mountain Dew. I never felt that before until I had
It wake you up?
I had some Mountain Dew. It woke me up. It's half a cup of coffee. Mountain Dew is. So like I had a Mountain Dew. Haven't had caffeine in 7 months, 8 months. Woke me up. I did so much homework.
Really?
Yeah, did so much homework.
Well, your profound new study shows that Celsius
So
do
far,
get you better grades.
I got an 86 on that test.
It was Marlon
And
pounding.
you took it in 30 minutes or something, right?
Is Marlon pounding Celsiuses before tests? Now?
Yes, that's
Usually he takes the entire length of the test, and he's like, the test ends at 7:30. I'm probably going to wing 15 more minutes out of him, so be here at 8. Then he gets in the car. He's like, I answered 2 of the 7.
To put in perspective, Elliot, who's on his phone.
He's on his phone most of the podcast.
I know. Isn't that funny? So the first fluids test, it was like 2 questions. The first question was 7 parts, and the second question was 4 parts. So basically 11 questions. And I was doing the first part, and I was doing it. I was struggling with it. It took me forever. Look at the time. Saw that I had 20 minutes left to go. Well, time to give up on the first question. Move on to question 2. And like just
This is painful.
it's just like but this test, granted he made it easier. I took a Celsius, and right before I started drinking on the bus, which is we're not supposed to do, but
Like drink on the bus or
yeah.
drink? Oh,
Yeah. Cause I opened it.
Put it in a sippy cup.
Yes,
Is it-
that's what I was going to do, but I can't.
quick sidebar that you don't have to take a long time to
Yeah.
answer. Is the bus still incredibly packed? Like when we rode it.
Mid.
Oh, okay.
They opened up that new bus.
Oh, that's right. When we rode it, it was looked like a subway.
sardines.
It depends. Like,
It was bad.
I think there's one bus that's like that.
I feel like I've seen them told people no. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen.
I've been told no.
Yeah, I've seen people like they're right. I think there's 2 buses. As in, when I say 2 buses, as in like 4:30 and 5 that are like sardines. And some people have been told no. I've seen it. I'm sitting there with my bag on the chair next to me. Huh, that sucks.
They do it based on weight, I think.
Nah, yeah. But nevertheless.
You're sitting there with your Celsius.
So I'm sitting
open.
there. I start drinking my Celsius.
Karen.
No,
we're not getting in Karen.
Yeah, we're not at the Karen store. They didn't say anything. Because I was like, kind of like sipping it, whatever. 15-minute bus ride, get there, 10 minutes of waiting. Start sipping a little more. And so I'm taking the test, and I have like no anxieties at all. I get the question I don't even know.
Just answered it.
I just answered it. I didn't even double think myself. There's one that there's a question that I had to rely to a table that we couldn't write down or anything. And I didn't question myself what was on the table at all. I was like, yep, that's right, based on table, based on table, based on table. And normally I'd be like, is the table that? Is it this? What's going on? Even if I was wrong, I was 100% confident. Table, table, table in my head. And I did the test, and I was confident for everything. I ended up getting an 86. Granted, so I didn't get everything right, but that's pretty good engineering.
I was about to say, and I made a 35.
And I made a 35, highest in the class. No. I did it in 30 minutes. I was one of the first people to finish, and I was like, oh my gosh.
So does that mean you're gonna start doing that?
Yes.
So what happens because at a certain point, coffee no longer. At a certain point, the Celsius will not give you the same effect.
Yeah.
He's gonna start taking 2.
They're called caffeine pills. That's the natural progression, Hunter.
Or
Cocaine.
you could go free on summer. Maybe
So,
you don't build up your tolerance during the year, then summer and winter break. You
Yeah,
cut caffeine.
I went from an hour drive to 40 minutes. So that's pretty cool.
I don't think it'll take you 40.
That's
It ain't gonna take you 40 to get
Let
there.
me finish. That's me getting there. Running around.
You're walking in.
Yeah, I got my hand on my banana the entire time. You're right. It should take me 30 minutes to get my new job, but nevertheless,
You shaved a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
In half, basically.
I remember while driving to my old job, I would look at past my new job and look at it and go,
I wish I worked there.
So I'd be like, I'd be at work by now, and not another 30-minute drive, and just cry.
Shed some tears.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that now, driving 45 minutes to an hour.
Uh,
Just so miserable.
I think my
time
drive was
wasted.
much longer than yours, because you always left later than I did.
Well,
Now,
on my
Hunter-
old job, yes. My
Hunter-
current job, no.
Hunter
It's the same.
has the worst. He's going into the sun and then out of the sun.
Yeah, that
and
is
it's
the
also
worst.
it's also Roanoke, so the traffic can get bad.
That's true. My
So,
drive is long, but
Friday
it's very
afternoons,
boring.
it's always an hour plus.
Mm-hmm. I
No
remember
matter what time I
I'd
leave.
get so tired on the drive to work that I would often bring food in my car and eat it, just so I could stay awake.
I do that with ice a lot.
You eat ice so you can stay awake.
Yeah, I don't know what keeps me awake. I mean, food would too, but food has calories. Ice is free cal, low cal, no cal.
Naturally.
Anti-cal, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. What's your guys' go-to if hypothetically, if you were to drive an hour, is it only music? Is it podcast?
Probably only music.
Music, yeah.
Do you switch a lot? How are you guys music-wise?
So it depends.
Are you based on the weather? Are you all different artists? Or are you usually if I'm listening to this artist, I'm listening to him the whole time?
I'll go.
No.
So
I do random stuff.
I shuffle.
I do everything. So I'm a big Pandora person. But I curate.
The only one. The only one
I
left.
curate
Do you
the
pay
crap.
for it?
No.
That's even more greasy because he has to listen to ads.
Yeah, honestly, Elliot, if I was you, just pay for it.
Just pay for it and drop Apple.
You're literally.
Do not do that.
Yeah, but you're literally.
Can't you search songs on Pandora?
Yeah, but you can't. But I have a.
Spend another $5, you cheap. You cheap crustacean. I don't. You're just sitting there how high am I? I'm not paying the $5. Don't listen to. No, you probably gave them more than $5 by now, just through your time.
Way more.
Just
He probably knows all the ads, and they come on. He sings along with them.
So
Sometimes I get Spanish ads, and I have no idea
and Elliot'd still be there. Or like word for word. Elliot's got him. Verizon.
so true.
Like word for
Pay
word.
the $5.
Just pay the $5. I don't know why you don't.
Because I have Apple Music. Why would I pay $5?
Why don't you use Apple stations then? It's the same thing.
But it's not curated. I have one curated station that I can never come back from. So.
Apple Music also curates. You can like and dislike.
No,
things.
doesn't matter.
Mm.
Am I wrong, Connor? I have one station.
Yeah, but it's not the same anymore.
No, it's changed a little.
No,
It's all G-Eazy, and it only plays his new stuff. It doesn't. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah, but my experience from Pandora. So the way the algorithm works, and this is pretty much the way I know it works. It'll play the songs that it knows you like, then it plays like random people.
That's what I like about it. I like.
Let me finish. But then you hit dislike or skip it long enough, it'll go back to what you like. So be like, let's say it's Hoodie Allen thing. I go dislike, and it'll give me something that I like, which I guess is what you want. But
all right, Spotify has this thing, which I don't know. Apple might have it. I'm not sure. I've never looked into it. But Spotify has this thing called Discover. What they do is every Monday they have a station that's all everything you listen to. Typically, it gives you artists and songs similar to the stuff you listen to.
Apple has that.
it's like 40
But it's only
years,
once. It's only once a week, and they give you a whole station that you can listen to. Which, how do you get to that on Apple?
It's like you have to go to your browse section.
So you go to music, then browse, and then it's up here in one of these random things.
I do
don't
say
know exactly
that
where it's at. It's in here somewhere.
Spotify is probably better, just user friendly maybe, or something. Because I feel constantly,
More people you just use Spotify.
yeah, but Spotify has just better like you just said about your music or stuff like that.
Apple's a little hard to navigate.
You have to go out of your way to find it.
Yeah, but so the thing is with Apple and my stuff on Apple, I have a lot of songs that are you can't get on Apple.
You can't get on Spotify.
I mean, if there's a way to put them on Apple, there's a way to put them on Spotify.
Yeah, but say there's a way to put them on Spotify now.
Yeah, but then I have to do it, and I don't want to do it
again.
Yeah, exactly.
It is kind of a lot of work.
No, it is. Well, I mean, Apple got easier about it to where you don't have to plug your phone up anymore. It just cloud shares, which is nice.
Can't you just drag and drop it into your iTunes folder?
Yeah,
that's what he's referencing.
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
Oh.
Before you had to drag it.
Do a bunch of weird stuff, right?
Yeah, and then you had to restart. It was a pain in the butt. Then they upgraded to where it's all cloud based now, so you put it on your computer, it shares it straight to your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. So that's why I keep Apple. But all of my work, I don't curate my songs. I don't sit there and pick songs at work. Just because of how much music's going on in the background, it's constantly. I'd never not you. So used to be I'd just play it through my speakers, but now I have headphones. I just keep music, take them off.
You like that upgrade?
No,
really.
I like speakers so much better.
I do too.
I hate having to wear my headphones, but where we have a shared office space, I can't.
Yeah, makes sense.
See, at my old work, you weren't allowed.
I think what you want are better headphones.
No, I just don't like having to have them on my head.
I think headphones are good if I really
headphones.
need to focus in, but overall, it's just a vibe. I think speakers much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but good headphones, you don't even notice them.
Maybe if I had wireless headphones that
the wire's annoying, yeah, but
didn't cancel out people talking.
Is that what you don't like? Cancel people talking?
Well, I mean, most of the time I have to have one headphone on, one headphone pulled back.
Mm-hmm. I do that a lot.
Just in case somebody's like, Elliot, can you please go do this for me? Or Elliot, can you do this? Or Elliot, can you I can't just sit there completely zoned into my computer because there is office interaction. Right,
that makes sense.
And that's why I think the downfall. But where I had speakers, you can hear over speakers.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, Elliot, and you're like, wah! Yeah,
Yeah, but then people would judge you what you're listening to.
So?
Yeah, so.
It'd be like, Well, why are you watching this documentary on some guy who likes Sonic? Like, don't judge me. All right, it's a video essay. This guy's famous.
We already went over this with Hunter.
I've
Fight
never
me.
seen one.
Did you watch the?
No, but I'm making you a playlist on YouTube about video
They're
essays.
so sweet.
Which ones I just watched? Oh, about one about Coke and New Coke.
What kind of Coke?
New Coke.
Like
Coke going from
Like-
no.
or like,
Yes. Yeah, there's some guy named Martinez going New Coke.
I thought you were doing like Pablo Escobar versus Today or something.
yeah, I mean,
No, I'm about to talk. It's like,
like how's it getting smuggled into the
this,
country? I
this
don't know.
This isn't normal cocaine. This is new cocaine. With new, like no. This is we're talking about
Why
new.
not? They could add something else to it. What'd they do to the Coke? They added something to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, they had made it
All
sweeter.
right.
Okay, then.
Maybe they made the other Coke sweeter.
It's about yeah.
When you rub it on your gums, it tastes a little bit better.
Yes, that yeah. I'm making a playlist.
Okay, sweet.
You probably hate it knowing you, but it's whatever.
No, not at all.
I did have to go home and watch the presidential car though. Because see, the things you guys are talking about is like 2 hours of history on some dudes that wore gowns and were bankers. I watched
Yes.
a 10-minute animated video
First of all, that's
about machine guns in a car.
First of all, that
made
is
with 5-inch glass.
highly heretical. Heretic? You being a heretic?
You just made a Mexican noise when you were talking about cocaine.
It was Colombian.
Colombian, first of all right, and they're proud of that. As if I would be too.
Okay, whatever.
That's like one of the biggest. That's like one of the biggest like money makers on the planet.
Drugs?
I would say just cocaine, but yeah,
Fair.
drugs is kind of a yes, yeah, drugs. Yeah, cocaine.
Hell well.
Well,
Sorry, I just got done watching Better Call Saul, and they have like all that. And, yeah.
I have no idea what he just said.
I know.
Bear Claw Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Who saw?
It
I
is.
think I saw that advertisement.
it's
He was
the,
like a dude in the desert with a phone one time.
It's the prequel to Breaking Bad.
They made a prequel to Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but about the guy's lawyer. It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, like unironically. It's too long though. It's like 5 seasons now. It's like 6 seasons now, which is more than Breaking Bad. And I'm just like, they need to cut the show.
So,
Does a prequel have to be made after the original? Because technically prequel means before, but if one's made and then two's
Ooh,
made, it
yes.
would be a sequel.
Yes.
So then does it become a prequel and a sequel? Or is there only one?
No.
Hunter, stop!
No. It's
No!
It's
Did I
We're
just
so
break the
close
system?
to ending.
it's either or. Like a prequel has to be made after the original was
Okay.
already made.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if not,
Star
then it
Wars
would
is
be, then it would
down
just be
the
the
drain.
sequel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, okay.
Yeah.
So prequel, it had to be made after the original,
Mm-hmm.
but it takes
Place
place.
So
before
is the original trilogy just a prequel to the sequel trilogy?
No, it's
Oh.
a sequel to the original.
But it was made first. How can it be a sequel if it was made first?
No,
And it's made
no,
before.
I meant the
The original trilogy is a prequel to the sequel trilogy. By every definition.
I guess.
No, by every definition. There is no I
Whoa.
guess.
But like that
No.
means that the Breaking Bad is a sequel to
But it just matters which order they were made in, right?
But if they were both made
but
before.
I'm saying is, what do you call the thing that originally came out? There is no word. You don't
The
call
original.
You call it the original.
Yeah, the
But the
original
original-
trilogy is the original then.
But it can still be a prequel.
No, it can't.
The
We just
first one
discussed
made
this.
Can't be an original. Yeah,
No.
we did just discuss this.
We really just discussed this. If the original
You
can
are
only
ignorant.
it can have a prequel or a sequel. All right.
But can the sequel have a prequel?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the original can be a prequel.
no,
No,
Yes!
The original remains the original. How can it change?
Because
there's no
well,
change. You're not changing this. All right. So all right. Well, you're saying all right. God damn it. So I'm sitting there sick. My throat hurts so much, and not what you're
Nobody's
thinking.
even watching.
I know. No one cares. No one cares.
Marlon's doing this from spite now.
At this point, that's spite. All right. So all right. Let's say it in Star Wars for your sake. So all right, you have the original trilogy,
Right.
right? Then you have the sequel trilogy.
Right.
Sequels. All right. You're saying that after that's been made, they make a new thing that's set in the original trilogy timeline, right?
Would that be a prequel?
Depending on, no, it would be a sequel. It'd be a prequel if it takes place before the original trilogy.
Yep. I'm on Ricky. I agree. I think that makes
But
sense.
it would never, like, making it near the same timeline never corrupts the original. The original stays the original.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, like, you make the prequel, then you make something else, like, that's after the original trilogy.
But
That's
if you're
sequel.
but if you're talking about the
All right,
sequel,
let's say it's
if
like-
you're talking about the sequel trilogy, though, if you're in reference to the sequel, like this is all in reference to the original trilogy.
Mhm.
What if you're talking in reference to the sequel trilogy?
That's not how it works.
You
can't
talk,
say
you can talk in reference to the sequel trilogy. You can
Not
talk,
when there's a original.
not when there's an original. The original is the reference. If you say, "Oh, let's reference the sequel trilogy," then it's no longer the sequel trilogy. It's a different name.
oh man, hold on.
It wouldn't be the sequel trilogy. It would be the original trilogy.
That's
like,
true. The reference point is always the original because the sequel's only the sequel because there is
That's like
an original.
that's like saying, well, see, if we go by the Goblet of Fire, the Sorcerer's Stone is a prequel.
It is the Sorcerer's Stone is a prequel to the Goblet of Fire. It happens before.
No,
A story or movie containing events that precede those of existing work.
of existing work, and so the Sorcerer's Stone existed before the Goblet of Fire, so hence not a prequel.
So the original remains the original.
Did you know that word wasn't a word until 1970?
Prequel.
Prequel.
That's what we should do one day. We should look up what words were minted in 2020.
That's crazy.
Cap, probably.
Cap.
Cap?
Cap.
No. Cap's
Oh, no,
old
I-
as dirt, like a baseball cap.
I know. I'm saying like cap.
But
as in,
no,
like,
No,
the word sequel, like so the prefix, and sequel, whatever the hell sequel means.
Isn't the root just sequence?
Yeah. Golly. Anyway,
Big head.
merge together. To make
Prequence.
All right.
Hey,
We appreciate everybody for
Save
watching if
Ricky's
they have
throat.
watched. And, well, I'm talking to nobody. We'll catch y'all on the next one. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.